What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Destiny 2 beta video. Today I'm going to be talking a lot about the Arcstrider Hunter. I personally love the Arcstrider. I feel like it's one of the best subclasses right now, but I don't think a lot of people see why it's so great. And there are so many perks that I love to just abuse, and so many perks that are extremely lethal that I don't think a lot of people even notice are there. So today I'm going to be talking about lots of combos you can use with the Arcstrider, what kind of weapons you should use, basically how you can improve your playstyle to get the most out of the Arcstrider Hunter. So to start this off, I'm going to be going over some perks on the Arcstrider subclass tree, and I'm going to be using them and referencing them for the rest of the video. Starting off with Combination Blow. When you kill an enemy with your melee ability, it'll trigger health regeneration, and it will also increase your melee damage. So remember that. For the next perk, we have Combat Flow, and melee kills recharge your dodge ability. This is nice because you can use it with Gambler's Dodge, which refills your melee ability, and you can really just keep using those in a loop, you know? Dodge, get a melee kill, dodge, get a melee kill. For the final perk, we have Deadly Reach. Dodging increases your melee range, allowing you to lunge further into enemies. This is one of those perks that I'm talking about when I say I don't see people use this enough. This is just so lethal. You can abuse this melee range, and I'm going to just talk about how you can use this perk to your advantage. And once you start using these perks, once you start lunging into enemies from farther distances, you're really going to notice how much more potential the Arcstrider has when you're just using these perks. So let's talk about this. So for this video, I'm really just going to put an emphasis on how you can tie all of those perks together and use them all at the same time, using, you know, Gambler's Dodge and Combat Flow to just keep recharging your abilities, using Deadly Reach to attack enemies from so much further, and then when you use a Combination Blow, then you're just getting like one-hit melee kills. As you can see on screen right now, this is for PvE, but this is basically how you can abuse the Arcstrider. You know, you dodge melee from extremely far away. You'll notice that melee distance is incredibly huge, and because of the Combination Blow, I'm getting way more damage. I'm able to one-hit kill those guys. It refills my dodge, kill him, refills my dodge, and you get what I'm saying. It doesn't go away. You just keep repeating those steps, and you never have to wait for an ability to recharge. It's really nice, and I'm surprised how many people aren't using it. So that's for PvE, and like I said, you can abuse it. You can just make tons of use out of that in PvE, but you can't exactly do that in PvP. Enemies don't just clump together like that, and if they are, they're gonna kill you. So let's talk about how you kind of have to use this to your advantage in PvP now, compared to just running around wild in PvE. First off, your weapons make a big difference. You're gonna basically just straight up want to go for close range. I started off using a sidearm, so I could whittle down an enemy's health points, dodge, and then even though I'm farther away and they can't melee me, I can still melee them with Deadly Reach and finish them off. That was my original thing, but I started using submachine guns. Submachine guns are great at close range, and so what I'll often do now is I will shade step into the engagement, kind of catch them off guard. I will whittle them down with my submachine gun as quick as I can. As soon as I can melee kill them, then I will go for it. Also, I try to keep my distance kind of, so that they can't melee me again, but I can still melee them because of Deadly Reach. And the big thing here is that I don't think a lot of people really realize how huge Deadly Reach is, and its enormous range. Like, people complain about Warlock melees and stuff. This is huge. You know, I'll just show a few example clips on screen. But there are times when I'm like, I'm super far away, but I'm just going to go for it, and I press that melee button, and I still just jump right to him. And like I've said many times in the past, if you do it right, they shouldn't be able to melee you, but you should still be able to just lunge at them and hit them. And nobody expects a hunter to be able to hit from that far away, so you really just catch your enemy off guard. So then the only thing I have to add on to that playstyle with the submachine gun, the dodge, then get a melee kill with Deadly Reach, is that you need to play like a hunter. You need to hunt down the guys that are solo, the guys that are alone by themselves. You can easily win one-on-one engagements with enemies if you're able to get close, sneak up, and if you know the map well, so you can just close the gap without getting shot at. But if you try and run into a whole group of enemies and try and get kills, you're most likely going to end up dying. Then going back to this clip right here, in PvP, when you dodge someone and then you get a melee kill on them, you instantly get your dodge right back. so it just primes you for the next enemy. You're ready and you never have to wait. If you're doing this right, if you're dodging then getting a melee kill, you should always have that dodge ready, so you can just count on a dodge whenever you need it. Whenever you need that extra range, you can count on having a dodge, and then you'll be able to get that deadly reach and finish someone off. Then this is also really nice because I'm sure you noticed in the Destiny 2 beta, cooldowns are huge compared to what they used to be in Destiny 1. So while your opponent's probably running around without abilities, you can always count on having some abilities, having that evade, having that dodge, so that you can dodge and then get your melee ability back, and just you're going to be using a lot more abilities than your opponents even can in the whole match. So then the last pointer I wanted to talk about in this video is the Arcstrider super itself. I feel like a lot of people think it's bad, and I've seen plenty of people talking about just how it's pathetic. I'm going to say straight up, because a lot of other YouTubers have already made points on this, but if it's bad, if you're seeing people who are trash with the Arcstrider Super, it's a user error. The Arcstrider is great. I think the biggest problem with it, straight up, is that Blade Dancer. People are using Arcstrider like a Blade Dancer. They're pressing the attack button to move around. They're trying to get around quickly by somehow pressing the attack button, and that's not how to do it. If you want to move around, first off, running is quicker than spamming a button. But if you really want to go quick, dodging is the effective way to do it. Not only is dodge so much better for moving around in Arcstrider because it's way quicker, but it also is so much harder to hit. I mean, you think about hitting a Arcstrider that's coming at you, just flailing around trying to hit air, or there's an Arcstrider running at you that's dodging around, being quick, being agile, jumping into the air, doing all these stunts. One's obviously better than the other.
2 for 1.
So because you're probably only getting one super usage per round, I just want to put an emphasis on that little deadly reach combo that I talked about earlier, because you can seriously abuse it. Once you dodge and get a kill with it, you immediately get that combo back. So I would highly recommend put on something close quarters. You use a submachine gun, something like that. It's really good when you can just dodge into a fight, use a submachine gun, whittle down their health, and then with an extremely deadly reach, take them out with the melee kill. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that it helps you to become a better Arcstrider, and that you can play the Arcstrider subclass to its full potential, because it really is just such a great class, and in the right hands it can be incredibly lethal. So make sure to leave a like on this video, make sure to leave a comment. What do you think? What did I miss out? Are there any other combos that you could think of that maybe I could talk about in the next video? And make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already, because we're going to be talking a lot about the Destiny 2 beta in the near future. My name is Hackman, and I will see you in the next video.